Oh, it's cold out there. Well, very good morning to you. Very happy new year, I suppose. I'll probably be one of the last people to wish you a happy new year because I'm fashionably late to the whole saga. You would have noticed that we haven't been uploading many videos to our YouTube channel recently. In fact, if anybody follows me on Twitter or on Facebook, they'll notice that we've been doing very little on those social networks as well. In fact, we've been very quiet since the end of November. It wasn't by choice. Since the end of November, we've been quite unwell in our household. Chloe was off school, I was very ill, and Angela was incredibly unwell. In fact, we were so unwell I was bedridden for about 10 days. It wasn't a mild head cold, it wasn't worse than that, it wasn't a head cold or a man flu. No, it was actually quite genuinely a very bad viral infection. I was very unwell. So we just had no energy and no capacity to really upload any videos. So apologies for the radio silence, but hopefully now we're back up and running and ready for the new year. And talking of the new year, we've got a few changes that we're going to make to our direction on this channel. I don't think you'll notice much of it, to be honest with you, but it's a new direction that we want to go in because, well, 2019 we just found ourselves getting a bit bored, to be honest with you. So we're going to try something different and we're going to do something completely different with respect to the places that we're going to and the things that we're going to be doing. So that's the idea. So at the moment we're getting ourselves ready to go away once again, and in the next couple of weeks we're going away to a new site, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. Right now I'm on polishing duty. Christmas seems such a long time ago, doesn't it? It was only, well, 3 weeks ago, but it seems like an absolute lifetime ago. We went away with some friends over Christmas. It was a quiet gathering, to be honest with you, just some very close friends of ours, and we spent a few days with them over the Christmas period. We were really recovering from our illness over the Christmas period, and we were just exhausted. So I didn't film any of it. We did record a new episode of the podcast, which is still yet to be edited up. But we had a very quiet time away. In fact, we celebrated the new year an hour earlier and completely sober. We put up a full warning over the Christmas period, which was, many people said would be hilarious to watch us put up a full warning, but we managed to do it. The only thing I will say is that because we were so weak, certainly myself and Angela, just lifting poles up above your head, we just ran out of energy. And in fact, I said it to Angela a couple of times, I'm just completely spent. I have no energy whatsoever. Nonetheless, we muddled through it and we put up the awning completely square, straight and flat, and it looked fantastic, and it was a good gathering and a good meeting place for us all to get together. It stayed nice and warm in there, and it was a great place for us to meet. So I'm really convinced now that full awnings are the future. You know, you can take your air awnings all your day long, but a full awning is absolutely brilliant. So I took one photograph the entire Christmas break. Here it is. That's the only photograph I took on my camera the entire Christmas break. Lots of other people took many photographs on my phone. None of them are suitable for me to share with you because I left my phone out and it just walked around the awning a few times with some very dodgy photographs and some very strange video clips. So what are we doing differently in 2020? Why did we get so bored? Well, put it in context. We've always been going away to club sites. We've always visited either the Caravan and Motorhome Club or the Camping and Caravanning Club sites. We've always been basically to club sites. We've never really done CL sites or CS sites ever in our history, and we've visited, I don't know, maybe three independent sites in the entire time we've had the caravan. And last year we started to feel a little bit bored, and certainly over Christmas when Angela and I were coughing and sneezing at each other, we started to discuss this whole thing about, you know, is it getting a bit samey, getting a bit boring now? Is it getting a bit, there's nothing exciting or different about it? And we started to think, well, maybe we should break away from the same sites we always visit. Not at the same locations, but going to a club site is a bit like going to a national chain of hotels like Premier Inn or Travelodge. It's the same thing. It's good. You can't fault it. You know that no matter where you're going to go, you're going to get broadly the same thing. A comfortable bed, a stupidly large TV, and and a bathroom which suits your purpose. And that's the same thing on a club site. The pitches are all uniform. They're the same size, the same dimension. The toilet blocks are all the same. The showers are always very clean and very good. And it's all about the sameness. It's very samey. So what we've decided to do for 2020 is we're not going to stay at any club sites. We're going to stay at independent sites. CL sites, CSs, and we're going to use networks that we've never really used before, like the Best of British. We're going to be going and exploring different sites and really taking a very different approach to how we holiday in the year. Now, like I said, we've never really done CLs or CSs before, and don't know why we never really have, other than Angela was always hell-bent on having facilities on site. And I think that's maybe why we've never really done small sites, because the facilities are an unknown. But now I've managed to convince her that actually we can go away, we can use the caravan's full potential, be it the toilet and the shower, we can use all our facilities on board, and we don't need to really go to a site that has a lot of facilities. That obviously brings a massive benefit to us. It means that the cost savings going forward into booking one of those sites is huge. There's a couple of negatives, that you have to search in the area, you have to go on a couple of different sites to find the site that you want. It's different, and for us it's a good eye-opener. And already Angela and I have booked up a couple of sites. We're going away in February, in fact, and we're going to spend some time on a CL site that's cost us very little, but a full serviced pitch. Brilliant. In fact, staying there the week is going to cost us the same as 2 nights on a club site. So we're really up for it, and in the location that we're going, we've never really explored before, so let's go for it. Right, polishing I think is done. I'm going to leave Angela to do the carpets. I need to do the paperwork. That's what I need to do, go through all my paperwork. I don't know about you, but at this time of year it always seems a very expensive time of year. I mean, you're just repaying everything that you pay for over Christmas. It's always a very depressing time of year. I mean, the house looks like it's been burgled since all the Christmas decorations have been taken down. But nonetheless, it's a very depressing month, is January. It's also a very expensive month because I've just renewed our caravan insurance. I've just renewed our tracker subscription. I've just paid for the storage here as well. And I'm sure there's another bill that needs to be paid as well for the caravan. It always seems to come out in January. I don't know why I've managed to get it to happen like that, but nonetheless, it's a good time of year anyway for me to come out and look at all the paperwork, make sure everything's in order, and throw out anything which isn't needed, and obviously just go through the caravan as well, make sure it's all ready for the times ahead. So I mentioned that we're going away in February, and it's exactly the same week as the NEC show, which means we're not attending the NEC show in February. In fact, that was both a conscious decision and purely by fluke. We have decided to step away from the shows for the beginning of the year. There's plenty of coverage of the shows taking place, and we haven't really covered the shows over the last year because I've been too busy working at the NEC for other people. So we've decided instead of doing that, we're going to spend some time on a holiday, and it coincides with the time that Chloe is going to be in Italy. So it's just going to be Angela, myself and the dog, and we're going to go away and have a quiet week on a CL site which we've never been to before, which we've never experienced, and we're really genuinely looking forward to it. I'm sure we'll vlog bits of it for you so you can see how we get on. I'm already quite intrigued to see how we do get on, because the CL that we're going to is a fully serviced pitch, but there is no facilities, there's no shower and there's no toilet block. So that's us done then. That gives you an idea of what we've been doing and what we're doing next. Now, in terms of videos and what actually happens next, we've got the pros and cons of buying from a private or a dealership seller. That's all videoed, just needs to be edited up. I videoed it some time ago, and you'll notice the length of hair. I videoed it some time ago, just before I started to go downhill quickly. So that's all filmed, that's all ready to go, just need to be edited up. That'll be our very next film that you will see. After that, we've got the 11-point list on things to look out for when buying a second-hand van. I say 11-point list, it's 11 headings. There's an awful lot of things to check for when buying a second-hand van, so look out for that one. That would be quite an interesting video, I think. I think I need to make that as a downloadable document as well, because there's so much to cover off. So look out for that one, and that'll be released in time for when people want to go out and start buying caravans again. In terms of what's happening after that, well, I've scoped out about 4 months worth of videos, some how-to videos, there's some projects in there, and some hints and tips, etc. That's all coming up, so we've got about 4 months worth of content already scoped out for you guys, and there'll be an announcement coming up very soon as well about something that we're involved in with Isabella, so I'll be giving you details about that in the coming weeks. You know, over Christmas I looked at our stats of our channel and I was amazed to see that we're almost at 30,000 subscribers, and would you believe it, that 70% of people that watch our content are still not subscribed to our channel. So if you wouldn't mind, I would really love it if you could hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon as well. That way you're kept up to date when any videos come out on our channel, and hopefully it'll be a video that is right up your street and something will interest you. So that's it from us today. If you've got any questions or comments, please put them down below. I'll be more than happy to see them. I'll try my best to read them. I try my best to respond to them, but you can imagine I get overwhelmed very quickly with the amount of questions and queries that we get in. But nonetheless, I'll try my best. So until next time, guys, many thanks for watching. We'll see you very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye. Oh, and yes, oh, and by the way, a very quick shout out. I can't remember who it was who recommended it to me, but on one of my videos recently when my hands were particularly badly cracked, somebody recommended this to me, working hands. I just want to say, whoever it was who recommended it to me, massive thank you. This has been an absolute lifesaver over the winter months. As you know, I've got very bad hands, I've got very bad skin, it cracks and it peels and it's pretty nasty stuff. This has been brilliant. If you suffer from dry skin, like myself, give this a go. Banging. So, sorry about that, just needed to put that in there. See you soon.